I am going to be reviewing your fragrances that you guys wanted me to review via my TikTok and Instagram page. Guys, we have an amazing fragrance video for today of entry-level fragrances. And of course, everyone, if you enjoy my content, subscribe, leave a like, and check out the Patreon page if you want a free fragrance. It's the only way this works. If you do not leave a donation, well then you don't get any free fragrances. Let's go ahead and get started with today's video. Alright, coming up at number 5 on this list is going to be a really easy blind buy. This one's going to be coming in from the house of VERSACE, and this one is EROS EDT Eau de Toilette. Okay, really easy to wear, super accessible. Guys, this is going to be wearable, enjoyable, and of course accessible through all the discounters and big department stores, but get this obviously at a discounter. The main antagonist notes of this fragrance is going to be green apple, mint, vanilla, and cedarwood. But for me, more emphasis on the vanilla and the mint. I do like this more as a freshy fragrance for summer, but it's not bad. I believe that everyone has to start somewhere in regards to creating a foundation for themselves. I look at the statistics of my channel, and not everyone wants to have a bottle collection of over 1,000 bottles. Some people just want 2, 3 fragrances. That's perfectly okay, guys. Now, this fragrance is going to be obviously for A, a younger demography, B, people who like the nightlife or just clubbing in general, and then C, people who just like this fragrance. That's pretty much it. So A++ to all those standards and prerequisites. Not bad. Not bad at all, guys. Really good choice. Now, obviously, between the flankers of the VERSACE EROS line, you have this one, the EDT, Eau de Toilette, EDP, Eau de Parfum, and then the Parfum concentration. Me personally, I do like more of the EDT concentration simply because it has more of the original DNA. The EDP concentration has more of a candied red apple note, which doesn't make sense to me because it's going a lot sweeter than what it is already. And then the Parfum concentration is going to be a little bit more subdued, a little bit more classier, but still giving homage to the EDT concentration. So again, anyone is going to be fantastic, but me personally, it would be the EDT and then the Parfum, obviously. Performance-wise, longevity on my skin chemistry is going to be anywhere between 6.5 to 7.5 hours. And then projection and sillage is going to be a bit tricky. So the colder weather or the colder months in general, it's going to be 2 hours to 3 hours and a half at or above. And then once this really starts to mix in with a more of a humid index, going to 3.5 to 4.5 hours at or above, pushing towards 5 if anything. But fantastic, guys. You guys have really good taste. I'm proud of you guys. From the house of VERSACE, this one is going to be EROS EDT Eau de Toilette. Coming in at number 2 on this list is going to be another super wearable fragrance that is pretty much a household name at this point in time. This one is going to be coming in from the house of CRISTIAN DIOR. This one is SAUVAGE EDP Eau de Parfum. Yeah. Guys, it's this fragrance. This is that fragrance that is really easy to wear. Very masculine, very sexy. Obviously, everyone knows about this fragrance. This is that fragrance that your mother, your father, your grandfather, your uncle, your auntie, whoever might be, is going to buy you as a safe present for Christmas, birthday, whatever it might be, whatever the situation is. It's always Sauvage. I don't care what any influencer has to say. If this really is your fragrance, I hope that you continue to wear this fragrance and enjoy it because it is a god tier fragrance for a reason. Super sexy. The main antagonist notes of this fragrance is going to be bergamot, lavender, nutmeg, and vanilla for a really smooth blend, guys. For a reason people love this fragrance. This is going to be what's known as a citrus aromatic fragrance. It is that scent profile that is very likable. I would say 100% of the world absolutely loves something like this. So that is the reason why everyone wants or has this fragrance. Now, between all the flankers of this line, all are going to be fantastic. It doesn't matter if it's the EDT, the Eau de Toilette, the EDP, Eau de Parfum, which is this one, or the Parfum concentration. Every single one says wearable. You will never go wrong with going with Sauvage for a reason. So the EDT is going to be more of that original DNA, obviously. And then you have the EDP, which I do have here. It's a softer, subtle, spicy fragrance. And then the Parfum concentration, which I do enjoy as well, goes a little bit more dense, has a little bit more sinew into it. Fantastic. Again, either one is going to be approved by me. This is going to be A, wearable, B, enjoyable, and of course, C, accessible. So A++ to all those standards and prerequisites. Lovely option, everyone, and well done deciding this fragrance for me to review it on my channel for today. Now for this fragrance in particular, since a lot of people already know about this fragrance, at least in the United States, I really don't wear this. But when I do go vacation to South America, that's when I really put this thing on. Never buy fragrances in Latin America or South America in general because it is triple the price. Thank goodness we have discounters. Performance-wise, longevity on my skin chemistry is going to be anywhere between 6.5 to 7.5 hours, and then projection and sillage is going to be anywhere between 3.5 to 4.5 hours, pushing towards 4 hours and 45 minutes. So it's not a nuclear mode fragrance and it's not a beast mode, but you know what? Actually, I'll say it's more of a subtle, softer beast mode fragrance. But apart from that, this is the working man's fragrance. Guys, once again from the house of Christian Dior, this one is going to be Sauvage EDP Eau de Parfum. And at number 1 on this list, I have a question for you. Do you like the idea of smelling like James Bond? Because if that is the case, it is going to be this fragrance, guys. From the house of Chanel, you guys already know this one. This one's going to be Bleu de Chanel Parfum. Absolutely. It's this fragrance, guys. This is the sharpest fragrance in a very good manner. This is so sexy, versatile, very, very versatile. It is the fragrance that everyone has to have in their collection. Now, regardless of what flanker you enjoy, every single flanker is extremely wearable. And it doesn't matter if it's going to be the EDT, the Eau de Toilette, or just the original concentration, the EDP, Eau de Parfum, or the Parfum concentration. They are all fantastic. Me personally, I do enjoy the Parfum concentration a bit more, simply because it is a little bit darker, it has a little bit more density, and it does have more sinew in regards to the actual wear of the fragrance. The main antagonist notes of Bleu de Chanel Parfum are going to be mint, pineapple, and cedar. Obviously, there are a lot more notes in this fragrance, but these are the ones that are more of a pronounced note in the actual fragrance itself. Now, obviously, with Chanel's Bleu de Chanel, they're going to be A, wearable, B, enjoyable, and C, accessible for the most part. So A++ to all those standards and prerequisites, except for the Parfum concentration. I haven't seen a lot of discounters yet for the Parfum in general, but this one is where it is at, and I cannot recommend this one enough, guys. Super, super well done, and I'm really happy that I made this list, guys. Fantastic. Now, performance-wise, on my skin chemistry, longevity-wise, it's going to be anywhere between 8.5 to 9 hours, and then projection and sillage is going to be anywhere between 2.5 hours to at or above 3 hours and 45 minutes. It is a compliment galore. If you do not like compliments, do not buy this fragrance, guys. From the house of Chanel, this one is going to be Bleu de Chanel Parfum. And that is the video for today, everyone. I had so much fun reviewing your fragrances. If you guys want me to do more content like this, all you have to do is let me know in the comment box below. And of course, click on the subscribe button, leave a like for this video. phillipcarterxoffIcial is going to be my tag on all social media platforms, on TikTok, Instagram, and yes, even YouTube. It is always a pleasure to see you, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. As always, phillipcarterxoffIcial out. Bye-bye for now.